Hi, we are back here on IceMen Live at Beef O'Brady's. Once again, we are presented by Coors Light. And at the Mooch and Strike, you definitely order up a nice pitcher of Coors Light. Goes well with the Monday Night Football game that will start here momentarily. I'm joined now by IceMen assistant coach Josh Beaulieu. Josh, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Nice to see everybody.
I know everyone's really excited to have you back. How was your summer?
That was good. We went back up to Canada and enjoyed our time up there. Lots of time with friends and family. My sister got married. A couple other friends got married, so we were busy.
Had a few weddings this summer myself. It definitely seems to be the trend. So obvious question here, but making the transition from player to coach, how's that working for you so far?
So far, it's been great. It's like Dwight said, it's definitely a big step getting into coaching, and I'm just going into it with a full head of steam and doing anything I can to help. So Dwight's done a great job of helping me make that first step into coaching, and he's given me some great tasks that I've been able to manage. So I'm just looking forward to what the future brings.
Now, Dwight mentioned you making a decision over the summer of whether or not you were going to coach. What were some of the factors that played into that?
Well, as you know, I've got a list of injuries, and that bad arm injury, which has some permanent effects from. So it was a bit of a struggle last year, not only for me but for the family, to watch me go through what I had to go through. So it became an easy decision for us because coaching was what I've always wanted to do in my future, and Evansville was a great place that me and my family have established here. So we just really enjoyed our time here, and we knew that Evansville was going to be a big part of our future. So just knowing the area, knowing the people here, and knowing the beautiful facility that we have to play in, those were all great decisions that helped me make that decision. So it wasn't easy. It's a lot of days stewing over it, a lot of back and forth, and family gets involved. And at the end of the day, everybody was very supportive of it, and hockey is our life. So I mean, that's why we're here in Evansville. And my wife and kids sacrificed a lot to be here in America with me, so we're going to make the most of it, and hopefully you guys can help me out with that.
Well, this community, from what I've seen, has definitely been supportive, so I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out.
Most definitely, and that's, like I've been here for 3 years, so that was an easy decision to come back here when the doors opened up for the opportunity.
Now, we talked about Coach Mullins and some of his coaching philosophies, and how has that, corresponded with what you're looking to do?
Well, he's the head honcho, so I got to kind of go with what he's rolling, and I'm learning a lot of great things from him so far. And over my career, I've had the privilege to have 7 different coaches in 7 years. So it's it's a big learning curve from every coach's standpoint, and Dwight brings a lot to the table that I haven't yet learned about the game.
I think that was the influx that was discussed earlier with the coaching situation. What are some of the things that you're hoping to bring to this assistant coach's role?
Well, as a player, I was really big on the penalty kill. I took pride in that and blocking shots and just running the systems the right way to shut down their power play. So I'm looking forward to knowing what I know there and teaching some of these younger players how to play the penalty kill and just giving them my 2 cents on what I've learned about the game, and hopefully, watching the game, I can see them use the tools that I've given them, and there'll be a lot of satisfaction in that.
All right, good answer there, definitely. Now, is it weird at all for you to kind of coach some of the guys that you played with a year ago, for example, Nathan Moon and some of those other guys like Donnie Harris, Lauren?
Yeah, for sure. You got to make that step, and eventually, at some point in your career, there's always going to be players that may have more experience or are older or may know more than you, but the respect level is there in the game of hockey, and it's all about how you treat people and your demeanor and the way you carry yourself. So I just try to be myself, and then that's got me this far in life, and now I'm just going to continue on with that way, and hopefully it gives me a good future in coaching.
Very good answer. We're looking forward to obviously seeing you behind the bench this season and keeping you here in Evansville. What are some of your favorite memories that you had while you were a player here?
Well, there's lots of memories. There was the first goal at the Ford Center. That was a big night. I still owe my wife an apology. It was her birthday, and I never said happy birthday to her. But yeah, that was a special moment, and just being a part of the organization right from when the Ford Center opened up, just being a part of everything that's happened in the last 3 years, I feel really privileged, and it's been a big honor for me.
These fans are giving you a great applause. I couldn't help but notice. Talk about the bond that you've created with those fans throughout the years here.
Yep. Well, last summer I was injured. Well, 2 summers ago there, I was injured, and we stayed here in Evansville, and we were sitting around, and we needed to get involved, so we started up with keeping Evansville beautiful, and we got a lot of volunteers out that we're very thankful for, and we're going to get back into that here coming up, and get around the Ford Center all cleaned up, and just things like that. The community responds when you reach out, and just makes us feel good as people.
Well, that's certainly a great cause and something that I'm sure I'll get involved with at some point. I've only been here a month, so I'm looking for like a cause to lend my support to. They auctioned me off at a bachelor auction the other day for Holly's house, and no one bid on me, by the way. It was incredibly embarrassing. Now, did you ever have to do anything like that while you were here?
I've tried to avoid those situations. I'm not too comfortable with being bid on, I suppose, but if it's for a good cause and it goes back to the right people, then I'm all for that. But yeah, I'm on your side there. I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, Brian Ball over there had a convenient meeting come up at the last minute.
Hey, I tried to put Josh in a fashion show last year. He decided not to say. He said no to that too.
Yeah, no fashion shows for me. Yeah.
Well, obviously, the IceMen have the new franchise starting up in Indianapolis. It'll kind of become sort of a rival. Who was your biggest rival while you were playing here for the franchise?
I guess it'd have to be the Comets. It starts out right from there. I mean, you'll see it getting into this weekend here, so I'm excited about it.
Well, I'm definitely excited to see that rivalry firsthand. I heard a lot of buzz about the rivalry with Cincinnati too. Anything there?
Definitely. I've had a lot of hard-fought games with those, and they'll all be that way. It's going to be a war, so you just got to prepare yourself to the best you can and go out there and lay it all out there and win the games.
Excellent. Any strategies on how you guys are going to beat some of those teams this year?
Yeah, it's going to be teamwork. We're gonna study the teams and study the players, and come back with what we need to do to put the puck in the back of the net. There's many different aspects to the game of hockey, as you guys are all learning. So it's just going to be a matter of putting the X and O's together and making the right plays, and again, getting 18 guys in the room all on the same page. And so far, the training camp's been a great start to that. And like Dwight said, we're laying down the foundation for what we want to bring into the season. So it's going to be great.
Well, going back to that training camp, I asked this question of Dwight, and I'm going to ask it to you as well. Has there been anyone that stood out to you so far in terms of the players at that training camp?
We've just been practicing. I see a lot of skill within the players. I'm a big believer in, you can be a great practice player, but what are you going to do in the game? So I'm looking forward to this weekend and watching some of these guys perform. It'll be a real testament of, what they got to offer.
Definitely. Now, one of the big things, you seem like a guy who's always ready for the games. Everyone, seemed to be playing, at least during the summer. Everyone came in fresh, right? Like they've been practicing. No one slacked off this summer.
Not that I know of. No. If you want to be a pro athlete, you're going to have to keep busy in the off season. It's a 12-month year-round job now, so it's not like the olden days. You can't get away with sitting on your butt for 6 weeks. So everybody's been working hard, and everybody knew that over the summer coming into Evansville. We're going to have a hard training camp, and you're going to have to be in great shape. Otherwise, you're going to be pushed out the door.
Now, I didn't get to ask you any of these questions today, but what are your thoughts on Ryan O'Brien out there earlier today as well?
It was fun. I mean, it's always a good laugh, but at the same time, you felt bad for him. He was flopping all over the ice. But we had him all dressed up. He had his gear on and his helmet, so I do the same thing with my kids. Let him go. I'm not sure he had a good time or not, but at the end of the day, he came off the ice smiling, so I'm sure he enjoyed himself. And it was a great opportunity for him to be in the locker room and just kind of see what pro hockey is all about. And I'm sure he had a great experience doing that.
All right, before you let the fans ask you some questions, anything that you wanted to say?
I'm excited about the future here, and I hope you guys support us like always. And we're going to do our best to win these hockey games. So make sure you guys get out there, as I know you will, and cheer us on and support us, and make sure my kids don't get in any trouble at the hockey games.
All right, that was IceMen assistant coach Josh Beaulieu. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more IceMen Live presented by Beef O'Brady's and Coors Light.